Hey, Lumberjack fans, and welcome back once again to another episode of Coach's Corner, brought to you by Simonson Lumber, Marvin Windows and Doors. I'm your host, Paul Vold, this week stopping by for a conversation and a checkup over the weekend for your Granite City Lumberjacks, assistant coach Dylan Borseth. And coach, as always, we appreciate the time.
Always good to be here.
Of course. A little bit of a different weekend feel overall, a split on the weekend for the team here. Starting off the contest on Friday, it was not much to write home about. An unfortunate loss against the Minnesota Moose, 5-1 at home. Just seemed things to be a little bit sluggish. I shouldn't say sluggish. I mean, it was a very fast start for the Lumberjacks in all three periods, but just wasn't quite enough there. Looking back at the contest overall, what do you take away from a game like that against the Moose?
Yeah, like you said, I think our pace was fine for the most part at the start. Just a few penalty calls that didn't go our way, and they were able to take advantage and kind of dealing with some adversity right away. So it's kind of tough to keep the wheels going when we got a lot of stuff just piling on us right away. So.
Absolutely, and of course they get a few bounces that lead to a good couple opportunities, special teams as well. They get a couple power play goals in total, but looking back, and now I should say even heading into the game on Saturday, real bounce back victory, a much different looking contest overall, 7-4 over the Wilmer Warhawks too. Again, another fast start and also a very physical contest as well against the Warhawks.
Yeah, again, Saturday the energy was great. Before the game in the room, you kind of could sense the guys were a little more serious about coming in and wanting to get back, having a good game after kind of having a bad one on Friday. So yeah, we came out hitting everything we were seeing, and that was kind of leading to some offense, and we were able to roll and throw some punches in the offensive zone.
Of course, talking about throwing those punches too, of course, Jack Postula gets a fight there as well in the contest. A couple of guys get in a couple kerfuffles throughout the game too, but also responding to the challenge as well. Power play has been a little bit sore here these last few weeks, but obviously you get the advantage there with, at one point, major power play on top of it. Get a couple goals there. Really responding to that had to feel nice for the team too.
Yeah, power play has been kind of slow last few games. It was nice to be able to get it moving again, get some guys back into spots that they're comfortable, and guys were just moving pucks well, not moving when we don't have to, moving before we have to, and not trying to force plays, so it's good to see.
Yeah, and then you also throw in maybe a couple guys kind of stepping up here in the last couple weeks. One guy that we certainly made note of in the broadcast, Manny Pierce, he ended up with a 3-point performance in the contest. Who else have you really seen here maybe in the times that where adversity's kind of picked up? Maybe a couple guys have really stood up to the challenge.
Guys like Sam Paxson, he's a guy that's always got a motor running. If we don't have a whole lot of energy or whatever, he's a guy that's always going to have his feet moving. He doesn't shy away from the physical play. And then guys like Sankey, he's always got the motor going too. He's getting to the corners, trying to win any puck battles that he can, and just trying to spark things in the room with us when we don't have much going for us. So.
Again, another set of weekends, I should say, a weekend matchup. Just one game this coming weekend here. It'll be against the Minnesota Wilderness up at their place. Just one game this weekend, another week of practice. What do you see here? Some things that the team needs to address for another weekend coming up.
Yeah, no Friday game, so we'll have an extra practice here this week to kind of work on stuff. I think just kind of dial in our D zone a little more. Trying to avoid giving the other team good quality chances, kind of trying to keep them to the outside. And just kind of keeping our physical play up, just ramping that up a little bit, get our guys to have some good competition in practice, and kind of get used to when we get into the games when it is getting physical and more intense.
At the time here, we're recording the show here. It is Monday, actually coming up here on Tuesday, believe it or not. The team can make a little special trip here down south here, get a chance to preview a little bit. Hockey Day Minnesota coming up here. Get a practice out on the outdoor rink down in Hastings, I believe.
Yeah, should be fun. A little different environment for the guys to practice in. Probably going to go have more of a fun, loose practice, just kind of move pucks around, see how the ice is feeling for the guys, and just be something fun to be practicing outdoors for the guys. So
yeah, we look forward to that. Be sure to look out for more information. Hockey Day Minnesota coming up here next weekend. It should be, with more information, including what the Lumberjacks will be hitting the ice with their overall look. Assistant coach Dylan Borseth joins us here this week on Coach's Corner. Again, your Lumberjacks back in action Saturday and Saturday only. They hit the road in Eveleth to take on the Minnesota Wilderness. Stay up to date scores and schedules and more by going to na3hl.com. This is Coach Coach's Corner, brought to you by Simonson Lumber, Marvin Windows and Doors. I'm your host, Paul Vold. We'll check in with you here after a quick break with a couple of our players.
Forwards going to the net, D's walking shot. After the shot hits the net, you circle back in, go one-on-one against the D that shot again.
Yeah, Diner, yeah.
Next one here, next one. Straight ahead.
Higher, wider.
Marvin windows and doors made with Ultrex fiberglass are strong, durable, and reliable, just like you. Ultrex fiberglass from Marvin surpasses vinyl and composite products thanks to more strength and less expansion to deliver the high-performance windows and doors you expect from Marvin. When you choose Marvin Elevate and Essential window and door solutions, you can be confident you're building with the best for strength, durability, and reliability. Marvin Ultrex fiberglass is ready to go to work for you.
Welcome back, folks, once again to Coach's Corner, brought to you by Simonson Lumber, Marvin Windows and Doors. Time now we get to our players with your Granite City Lumberjacks. As always, I'm your host, Paul Vold. We've got a 2-for-1 once again, and of course, it is number 5, Alex Zelazowski, and of course, Carter Oothoudt, wearing what number are you again? 21 this year. See, everybody keeps changing numbers on me, and it just makes it that much more difficult here this year. So we'll dive right on into it here. Had a split on the weekend, boys, of course. Zels, we'll talk about the game on Friday with you as well. It was a 5-1 loss against the Minnesota Moose in a top divisional matchup too. Just wasn't the way here for the team too. Looking back at that contest, what do you guys really take away from a loss against the Moose?
We know that we got to come back, more physical against them and take advantage of our opportunities when we get them. And I think then it would be a little closer game, if we took advantage of our chances that we get. Like if we're not scoring when they score, then it's just gonna, get too far.
Absolutely, and of course, Carter as well. You take that a loss, unfortunately, on the Friday game. Saturday comes rolling around. I'm sure there's a little bit more gusto in the locker room to, put some things together, really piece together a win there. 7-4 victory against Wilmer too. A very physical game too, but how do you think the team felt, of course, getting that win in a very physical contest against the
I
Warhawks?
thought it was a really good bounce back win for the guys. Just needed to get some goals under our belts. We've been having a little problem scoring, putting the puck in the back on that. But yeah, I think all together it was a really good team effort on Saturday. And
yeah, of course, now rebounding back with a win there that you get against the Moose too. Then we have, of course, another matchup coming up here this weekend. Just one game on the weekend as well. It's going to be on the road up in Eveleth against the Wilderness too. You get a full week of practice and an extra day too. What do you guys have really been focusing on here to, get that full week of practice for you guys?
Yeah, no, I think just have to work on the little things. We got to work together as a team. Bring the physical energy every day. I think practices have to be more intense every single day. We've been slacking on practices, and DJ's been getting on us about that. So basically, I just think our practices need to ramp up here over the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, as we get into the late part of the season.
Zell's also, too, what do you see here just with a full week of practice to really kind of focus in here, especially with it just being a one-game weekend ahead?
Yeah, I think just gotta dial in on the details. Like if you score in practice, you should score in games. Just take advantage of everything. Play physical the same way you would have to play in a game. And yeah, just one game, kind of far. So, as soon as you get off the bus, get a good stretch and play a game and come back home.
You guys had a very interesting week to start off here. We're recording the show on Wednesday here, at least this portion of the show. Yesterday, Tuesday, you guys actually had a chance to go on down to Hastings, check out the UHL facility and the rink that you're going to be playing on for Hockey Day Minnesota. Get enamored with the outdoor life as well there on the ice.
Yep.
What'd you guys think about practice there outdoors?
I liked it. I think at first the sun was out, so you couldn't really see much. But yeah, it was really nice. We had good weather. I guess it was a little too hot. So I'm hoping when we actually play, it'll be a little colder. But yeah, overall, it was sick. Just a really good experience.
Yeah, Carter, what did you think about practicing outdoors?
Yeah, I just thought it was a good experience getting out there before we have to play a game out there. Yeah, I stepped on the ice. I couldn't see anything. It was so bright. So I'm going to have to get like a tinted visor or something to figure out something for that day. But yeah, I thought it was good to see the ice and feel the ice out and everything like that.
Did we give anybody any flack for wearing sunglasses on the ice there? I saw a few guys out there rocking the shades.
No, we didn't give anyone any crap for that. No, it was actually a good idea. I would have brought shades if I knew how bright it was going to be. So
now we know.
Yeah.
Eye black, sunglasses, the tinted visor, do what we got to do here. Absolutely. And again, we have Alex Zelazowski, and also we have Carter Oothoudt joining us here this week with Coach's Corner. Hard stuff's out of the way here, fellas. Let's get to some rapid fire questions. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, we'll start off here. First question, we always ask everyone, what is the pregame routine? Does it start right away in the morning when you get up, right before you get to the rink? What gets you ready for a game day?
Just wake up, kind of relax all day, then get a good meal in, like some chicken and rice. Just kind of same routine. I want to keep it the same way I would on a practice day. So it's a good transition. Just eat about 2 or 3 hours before the game and play.
All right, Carter, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say I have a pretty similar routine. I don't know, all the guys like to work out on game days, but I actually like to work out on game days. Just get a good sweat in the morning, do something like that, and then I just do the same thing, like chicken and rice from Chipotle or something like that. But yeah, that's basically it. Eat a couple hours before the game and come mentally prepared and ready to go.
Now, we get a lot of guys that say that their pregame meal is Chipotle. Is there like 15, 20 of you guys that kind of convene all at once?
Well,
what's that kind of pregame meal there? I know you guys mentioned chicken and rice. Anything else there with that?
Yeah. Well, we coming into town a different way, so we're at a different Chipotle than some of the other guys. But yeah, we get some good home-cooked meals from my mom. She makes some pasta. My dad, he makes some good pregame meals for us too lately. So yeah.
All right, I like that. Favorite away rink that you guys have played at here this year?
This year, you go. I had to think about that.
I would definitely have to say Mason City's rink.
Okay.
Just a good rink to play in. Just like the rink overall. Maybe Wilmer, kind of close. But yeah, Mason.
Carter, how about you? Favorite away rink?
Yeah, I'd have to say Mason City
right.
or the Moose. The Moose, I kind of like the Moose's rink. It's a good rink to play at. So.
Absolutely. Of course, this year we've had the addition of a few things with the overall uniform look. Of course, we got the red helmets, red gloves, jerseys, all that. If you could send the team out on the ice with a full look, dressing them down from helmet, jerseys, breezers, socks, all the way down, what are you going to send the team out on the ice with?
I was just thinking about this last night. I was looking back at some of the pictures. I like the all red with the white helmets. I think that's a good look.
All right.
With the white on top of the shoulder pads there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too, but I think the whiteout, it's got to be the best. That's my favorite.
It's another good one.
All right. I know you guys are both playing junior hockey. If there was another sport you could go to the kind of same kind of level at, what other sport would you be playing?
You want me to go? I'd probably say like golf or baseball. I played baseball in high school. Mm-hmm. So yeah, either golf or baseball, and I golf in the summer. So.
Zells, how about you? What's a sport you'd like to go further in?
Like golf would be a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just go with golf.
All right, I like that. game shows. I don't know if you guys stay up to date with any game shows. What's one game show that you watch or maybe have seen and be like, I'd win that game pretty easily?
For me, it'd be Family Feud.
Okay.
We have the board game Family Feud at home. I'm pretty good at, so
Okay.
I feel like that'd be my game show to play if I were to do one.
Kind of like almost the same, but Jeopardy.
Jeopardy's a solid one, yo.
I know like a lot of random stuff, so I feel like it'd be good.
I like that. Favorite emoji you always send out in the text chain, maybe some out to the boys there, maybe on the snaps. What's the go-to emoji?
Gotta be like the smiley face. It's kind of like crooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
For me,
right.
probably just a laughing face.
All right.
Crying laughing face, yeah.
What's the go-to karaoke song?
Probably like Closer by Chainsmokers.
Ooh, okay.
Me and Razor sang on the bus for Rock Idol, even though we weren't rookies this year. So
Okay. All
shout
right.
out
Go-to
Razor.
karaoke songs, Els.
I feel like I'm gonna go like a country,
Okay.
like a heartache medication.
All right.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
good.
I like that. I like that. Who's got the best and worst nicknames on the team?
To be honest, Garrett Plod's got a really bad nickname, Turbo. I don't know why we call him Turbo. He's actually pretty slow. A good nickname would be like, let me think. I like Razor. Razor's a good nickname. That's a good one for sure.
All right. Turbo down, Razor up. I like that.
Yeah, I think Razor's got the best one.
All right.
And worse.
It's a tough
I don't
one.
want to copy it. Figure something else out. But probably Prentice.
Prentice?
Yeah,
Okay.
we call him P Diddy.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that at that there. Who on the team would probably be the best and worst wingman? You guys are out having a good time, and who's going to be the guy that's going to help you get the girl, and who's going to be the one to
All right, so
snake them away?
What I just said, Ray would probably be the worst. Razor would probably
Okay.
be the worst wingman. And then I'll give shout out to my boy Turbo.
Okay.
He'd be a pretty good wingman.
All right.
Actually, maybe not, but
Little flip there. I like that. All right.
I'm gonna have to say Wazzy. Definitely not.
Worst wingman. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go Tierno. Tierno's a good guy.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, you guys had a little bit of experience there with practice yesterday out on the outdoor rink. What's going to be the number of layers you guys are probably going to be having out on the ice there? Are we have a set number yet? Depending on how cold it's going to be, I guess.
want me to go? Yeah. I mean, I was pretty hot when we practiced the other day because it's pretty hot. But I mean, if it's cold, then I'll probably just stick to the normal gear. Do some what is it? Face paint or whatever it is.
Some eye black
some
there?
eye black,
Yeah.
sun and
I
stuff,
like
but
that.
Just keep it the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it the same.
All right.
Just wear what I always wear.
All
I know
right.
some of the other guys are doing like shiesty face masks.
face masks,
yeah.
yeah.
Depending on how cold or hot it is, I'll put a shiesty on.
I like that. I like that. All right, last question here, and I'm going to switch things up here a little bit. You two probably have the more creative last names on the entire roster. We've had Wasi on before here, too. What's the most creative way that you've heard your last name being pronounced?
Oh, gosh. I don't even know. It's been pronounced so many ways. The most common is probably Oothoudt, but I'd say, like, I've heard, like, Oothoudt and, like, Oothoudt and stuff like that.
Okay.
When T silent, so.
All right. How about you, Zels?
Probably the worst I've heard was like Zelazowski.
Okay.
It just like didn't make sense at all.
Just throwing out extra letters here. All right. Certainly do appreciate it. Carter Oothoudt and Alex Zelazowski join us here this week with your Granite City Lumberjacks on Coach's Corner. Getting your Lumberjacks going to be on the road this weekend at the Minnesota Wilderness. Of course, you can stay up to date score schedules, broadcast times, and much more by going to na3hl.com. Be sure to also look out for Hockey Day Minnesota coming up the following Friday on the 23rd. And we are going to be having a special live Coach's Corner at the Green Mill on the 29th of January, and we've just got a stack of posters as well that we'll be handing out for those in attendance. Check it all out on our social media feeds and much more. This is Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Paul Vold, and it is brought to you by Simonson Lumber, Marvin Windows and Doors. We'll check in with you guys next week.